So according to Blizzard, they have banned over 100,000 WoW accounts for cheating and exploitation. 116,921 in fact. But let's take a look at the blue post. To provide more transparency on the actions we take against cheating and exploitation, here is a breakdown of the number of actions that were taken over the last month, July 2023. Total exploitative WoW account actions in July of 2023, 116,921. All of these actions were cheating or exploitation, which primarily results in a permanent ban or 6-month suspension. These numbers do not include other actions such as those taken on accounts with a character name or in-game language violations. We continue to evolve our methods and act against these malicious accounts on a daily basis. Thank you. Now, this blue post was posted under the Classic Wrath forums, which any normal person would assume these bans are for, in fact, Classic Wrath servers. Well, for now, let's go with that and we'll go have a look. Now, we don't know the specific amount of players currently playing Wrath Classic, but one metric we do have is the amount of toons or characters currently raiding, which can give a pretty good indication. So for now, let's use that. So based on the latest reset, Ironforge.pro shows that there were 443,519 toons that had raided this week. Again, this number is not 100% of the player base, as there would be many players who are not raiding, but you know who else doesn't raid? Bots. So let's take a look and see if the Wrath bots are what they're currently doing, and if this 100,000 account ban has made any impact. So first, right off the bat, I'm going to admit I'm not the best expert in Wrath Classic bots, but believe it or not, I don't believe they're as prevalent as they are in Classic Era, but nonetheless, the most popular farm right now just might be the Rogue Black Temple farm. This farm is basically a bot that kills trash mobs. It uses wall and fly hacking to traverse inside the instance and can earn the bot between 1 to 2k an hour. This is a very well-known farm, and believe it or not, Blizzard is completely aware. Based on the screenshot shown, this farm is continuing. It's worth noting I took this screenshot at a very early hour of the morning. Going back to the original post, we're expected to assume that these bans cover Wrath Classic only. It's hard to believe that with these bans, it would equate to a quarter of the raiding population while still seeing bots run rampant. Now, as you may or may not know, and I would most likely get in trouble if this was to be seen by someone within, but many content creators are in a Blizzard-ran Discord, which obviously have a lot of content creators, but also a lot of Blizzard employees and community figures within it. These are our line of communication to Blizzard directly. While they won't always answer your questions or feedback, a lot of the time the fellow content creators will share past information that has been relayed to them in the past. I've heard from a few people from within the Discord that these figures that they've been releasing over the past few months actually cover all aspects of WoW. So I'm talking Wrath Classic, Classic Era, and even Retail. So let's take a look at them and see if the bans have made any impact in those versions of the game. We'll get Retail out of the way first, but to be honest, Retail is a super weird one. Because of the sharding upon sharding with Chromie time, bots are able to hide so much easier that it's not uncommon for you to never see a bot while actively playing. Some of the two well-known botting spots that I'm aware of, and believe me, there could be way worse ones that I'm not aware of, are just outside Motherlode and the Burning Steps. I'll show you a few examples here, but it's safe to say that these bots are still very prevalent, and I don't see them going anywhere because Blizzard have been made aware of these for a very long time. I believe Motherlode was since Shadowlands, and Burning Steps was since the beginning of Dragonflight, I believe. While I was unable to find these bot farms specifically myself because they do hide in Chromie time, I have been informed from many gold-making discords these bot farms are still happening even today. And here we are on the Classic Era servers, and I look up and the first thing I see is fly hacking. And it's simple as that. The fly hacking on the Classic Era server, so right now I am on the white main server, is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling in the sense that it is so blatant and so reoccurring that the fact that Blizzard are doing next to nothing about it is extremely shameful and extremely disappointing. We've now gone past the fact of this is funny. It's no longer funny. It's a joke that it continues to happen. The fact that we just got over 100,000 accounts banned, and I logged in, I looked up, I already seen someone fly hacking. And this is not abnormal. This will constantly happen throughout the day. What they actually do, they're using a fly hack which enables them to fly anywhere. But the reason why they run to this tree is, I think it's just so they can. It's not as blatant, and it's not so out in the open. They fly up the tree, and then they'll head over to Strathome. Okay, and then they do their botting there, and it's just rinse and repeat. Sometimes they'll use these mountains here too, and they'll just go up and continue to fly up over Strathome. But it's so blatant. Wouldn't be surprised if this happens again in the next couple of seconds. But what they're doing is they're heading over to Strathome, and what I might do, I actually might head over there now, and we'll see if we can find any of them at the entrance. But I'll have to cut to that because, as you can see, I'm level 45 and I will die. Okay, let's go have a look. Okay, so here we are. We're at the entrance of the undead side of Strathome. There's some shit going down, so just ignore that. But as you can see here, there are a lot of bodies, okay? And the reason why there are a lot of bodies is because this is where the bots are coming, and there's actually some pretty good, there's some good Samaritans that are camping these gates, farming some honor and just killing the bots, okay? This is their final destination, okay? They will go and they will fly hack their way to Strathome, jump in Strathome, do the bot farm, okay, and rinse and repeat. And they're doing this all day, every day. There's a reason why the classic economy is, it's gone, it's dead. There's nothing you can possibly do. So the fact that they think that 100,000 accounts banning, even if that involves classic era, is going to do anything to help the game, help the prestige of the game, and add back value into gold and things like that, it's not. It's a real shame we've come to this point. While it might be a little bit too late, it's not too late for, hardcore servers we've got coming soon, and even SOM 2 or Classic Plus, whatever they do, something needs to change because what they're doing now is not working, okay? We're happy to help Blizzard, okay? Like I said, there have been times where I've just, I was watching something on my second monitor and I sat at that tree just behind the chapel, okay? And I right-clicked reported. I right-clicked my little heart out, okay? And I took down a couple of the names. Guess what I saw the next day? I saw those same names fly hacking. Okay. Now I'm not saying that they don't take into account any of the reporting. I'm sure they do. Okay. But unfortunately, it's not enough. Okay. Because like I said, fuck you, Levy. Like I said, it's not enough. Something needs to change. But yeah, what else can they do, guys? You let me know. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be interested to know what you think. But yeah, let's fingers crossed. Let's hope they fix this. But until next time, guys. Peace.